Ladies and gentlemen, I finally think I fixed our lighting problem. Let me know down below in the comment section. I don't want to get it too excited, but it looks really good in pre-production. But on to the video, ninjas are extremely exciting. They're fun, but even more importantly, they're competitive. They can shadow clone jutsu as many monsters to your side of the field to extra link your opponent. And what's best, the way that they do it only requires 2 cards where Goki requires 3 cards. So you could say that this is possibly the best extra linking deck. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, then go and destroy that subscribe button. But more importantly, I think you could throw some shurikens at that notification bell because, well, we just too strong. Also want to give a special thanks to every single one of my Patreons, my top dogs, my boys. I appreciate every single one of you guys' contributions. I see a community growing in it, and it's just awesome to have you guys aboard. Without further ado, I present to you a competitive ninja deck profile for this format, and I swear, I promise you, I'm not gonna make any Naruto jokes. Believe it. Okay, so the main reason why I can't make too many Naruto jokes is because I have not seen the anime, or at least not the anime in its entirety. It's just way too many fillers. I'm not saying that it's not a great anime, it's really good, but I hope I'm saying this right. I tried to enunciate it with my friends. It's let's Sharingan these stats. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. But ninjas are awesome. Seriously, I think that they, possibly a tier 1 deck. I'm actually really surprised as I'm saying this. They're not really cheap, but we do have quite a few budget options for you guys to play, but more importantly, just the ability to be able to extra link your opponent and completely lock them out of the deck. And you can even side deck to options like if you want to play like a lockdown Dark Samorg or Mist Valley Apex Avion control deck. It's really powerful. I think that ninjas definitely do deserve a little bit more shine that they get. At least those arch rival samurais get tops. It's almost infuriating that ninjas are just as powerful and don't get as many tops. But let's go ahead and see what is unseen, starting off with the monsters. Yes, that was an Overwatch joke. For the ninjas, we play 3 copies of Grandmaster Hanzo. This guy is awesome. He's actually the most important monster in the deck. When he is normal summoned, you get to add a Ninjutsu art spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. And when he is special summoned, you get to add 1 ninja monster. Blah. Starting off with the monsters, we run 3 copies of Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. This is the most important monster of the deck, mainly because when he is normal summoned, you get to add 1 Nujutsu art card from your deck to your hand, and when he is special summoned, you get to add 1 ninja monster from your deck to your hand. You're going to use this effect so many times, special summoning them to your side of the field to allow you to continuously gain ninja monsters from your deck to your hand. Basically, this is all 11 Gokis in the deck. So you know how you play 11 Gokis so you can search other Goki monsters? Your Hanzo is every single one of your Gokis because he himself can search all of your ninjas, and as long as you can continuously summon them, you'll gain the advantage to extra link. Next, we follow it up with 3 copies of Twilight Ninja Jogan. I think I said his name wrong because somebody likes to correct me on my enunciation of cards. One thing about Twilight Ninja Jogan is he's just phenomenal. Like, at first glance, you don't think he's good, and then you realize that he's a free warrior monster to your side of the field, and all you have to do is reveal a Ninjutsu art card, and he's 2,000 attack, so it's not really that bad, and he's a level 7 monster, so he does make Galaxy Tomahawk plays. Starting off with the ninjas, we run 3 copies of Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. This is easily the most important monster in the deck, mainly because when it is normal summoned, you get to add 1 Nujutsu art spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, but when it is special summoned, it allows you to add 1 ninja monster from your deck to your hand. Now, both of those effects are not hard once per turn. Every time this monster is summoned, you are going to get a search. You get to abuse that every single time for your extra link play. Basically, picture it as, you know, when you guys play Gokis, you play 11 Gokis because, you know, they're not great effects except for Headbat and Subrex, but all of them gain you a search and only once per turn. Hanzo does that exact same thing, except he does it all by himself. As long as you can keep summoning Hanzo, you'll be able to search everything you need to extra link, and then his normal summon is very valuable because it gets you right into your next card that actually allows you to special summon itself to your side of the field by revealing 1 Nujutsu art card. So Hanzo basically sets up for your Twilight Ninja Jogan, and he's very important because he's a free monster to your side of the field. He's almost your Goki Headbat, but instead of discarding, all you have to do is reveal a Nujutsu art card so you can actually make use of that card. And on top of that, he's a level 7 monster, so Galaxy Tomahawk plays are not without the question. You actually make that as a part of the extra link. Next, is basically your Goki rematch. 2 copies of Twilight Ninja Getsuga to Shogun. By switching him from attack to defense, you can target 2 ninja monsters in your graveyard and special summon them to your side of the field. You guys should already start turning the wheels. That first, you're going to make that Galaxy Tomahawk, and then second, you're going to summon Twilight Ninja Getsuga Shogun to special summon Hanzo's back to your side of the field to get you additional searches. It's really powerful for not only extra linking plays, but getting you so much advantage just off of having a fuel graveyard and special summoning back to your side of the field. Now, I'm not going to lie, the next ninjas I'm going to show you guys, you can probably mix and match however you guys want to. I want to say play at least 11 because Goki does the same thing and it does it with so much success. Upstart Golden Ninja. This guy is YuGiOh Takurokuro. I'm pretty sure I like butchered that completely, but basically by discarding a trap card, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower ninja monster in face up or face down defense position. You're probably never going to use the face down defense position. I like this card, but the problem is I play 3 traps, so the odds of you actually popping off with his effect as opposed to actually using the trap is low. It's still a really good card. Like, there's some pretty dumb combos with it. You can make E-Soul with it for free, as well as get another search before you use your E-Soul effect, and I do think that he's one of the better ninjas if you guys decide to play a more trap or, you know, stun route. So lastly, or next to last for the ninjas is Yellow Ninja. I hate this card. If he did not state that you can't summon ninja, or you can only summon ninja monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, I'd probably be extra linking with him and just some other stuff. Like, he'd be an extra link by himself. I think it's a good idea that Konami actually changed it, but he's still actually another name, so you can search him with Hanzo and special summon to your side of the field. He has respectable attack and defense. 1918 is pretty good for a level 4 monster, and even more importantly, in a pinch, he actually can just get you a free Seizo to your side of the field, which does get you advantage. And then last of the 2 links is 1 copy of Twilight Ninja Kagan. You can search this card with E-Soul and Pendulum Summon because Jogan is a low scale and Kagan is a high scale. So I've actually Pendulum Summoned with this deck before. It was in the last duel video. Also, it's actually a pretty good card. It's not that bad. And then last is the Arm Ninja. If you guys seen the last Ninja deck profile, I played 2 Kagans. And the reason why I played 2 Kagans is because I felt that they was the best level 1. The only problem with Kagan is when you're extra linking, you can't link off Kagan into a Linkuriboh and gain Firewall's effect because it's not being sent to the graveyard. So you have to play 1 level 1 ninja monster that's not a pendulum monster that can be sent to the graveyard. I think Arm Ninja is the best one because it destroys a magic card on the field. No, but more importantly, it destroys field spells. It can destroy like Diagram. It can destroy, you know, just anything that's problematic on the field. I think that trap cards are great, but I went with the Arm Ninja because I wanted to destroy spells. You could play the Crimson Ninja. That really doesn't matter. That's it for the ninja monsters. To be honest, from there, you just play 6 extenders. We used to run Sky Striker Mecha Hornet drones. I mean, it's not the only way to do it. You can play 3 copies of Junk Forward and 3 copies of Photon Thrasher. And I mean, that's basically the exact same thing, guys. This is just Sky Striker Mecha Hornet drones. I don't even remember if I played the Sky Striker Mobilizing Gauges, but literally, this is your 6 extenders. You open up with this and a Hanzo, you extra link. You can win. Literally, you'll draw like 6 cards. You'll go mad bananas nuts, and I don't know what else to say, man. You'll be looking at the next, you'll look like the 7th Hokage. Next, for the hand traps, we actually do play 6. For the people that can't afford hand traps, we have quite a few options. You can play different hand traps, or you can just go up to a different version. I play 3 copies of Ash Blossom and 3 copies of Droll. Best hand traps in the game, still in my opinion. Drolls might come out for Ghost Ogres and Snow Rabbits, but I do like to lock down my opponent if I'm going second and then going with my combo. And then lastly is the Knightmare Corruptor Ibli. You need this to extra link, unfortunately. If you're not playing this, then you're not extra linking, but again, it actually does you know, come in handy, putting it to your opponent's side of the field to prevent them from special summoning. So that's pretty much the deck. I'm really excited about it, to be honest with you guys. It's a very fun deck to play. 26 monsters, and of course I'm gonna show you guys the spells. Now, I played 2 copies of Called by the Grave. To be honest with you guys, in competitive play, I think that this is still a mandatory card. Hand traps are running amok right now, and even if they aren't, this actually does hit Goki. This hits ABC if ABC ever does make the top circuit or whatever. This hits so many valuable cards in the format right now. I feel like it's a mandatory in any competitive deck. We do play one of every good Ninjutsu art spell card. I play Art of Alchemy because this is a free +2. Hidden Village is pretty good, and Ninjutsu art notebook can actually search these two. So I didn't feel a need to play any other Ninjutsu art cards. To be honest, I don't even play the trap card because I don't play Mist Valley Apex Avion or Dark Samorg, and the reason why I don't is because I can't get infinite negates. Sorry guys, that's the reason why I don't play it. But you could play it. There's still options. And then Reinforcement of the Army, it searches warriors. And then we play 5 equipped spell cards. To be honest, I'm not like 1000% fond of playing so many equipped spell cards, but these 4 are the cards that you want to send. You have 2 that can actually shuffle themselves back to the deck. Axe of the Fools probably should be sort of de-seated. I don't see that you're gonna draw, like literally the way, in order for you not to extra link, you have to draw 2 of these. Which is, you know, you're in a pretty good spot because if you draw this, you can still extra link. You have to draw literally 2 in your opening hand, which is like, it's really low when you play 5. And that's the reason why I decided to play 5. Axe of Fools could be sort of deep-seated. And then in order for you not to extra link, you literally have to just draw those 2. Like, and you won't be able to extra link. So I do think playing enough equipped spell cards would be pretty beneficial. And then lastly for the drafts, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. It's an effect veiler on drugs. It's just really good. Now for the people that can't afford this particular deck but still want to play ninjas, there are so many other routes. There's actually Dark Samorg anti-spell fragrance routes, and instead of the Infinite Impermanence, you can just play the 3 spell fragrance and, you know, Samorg or 2 for your hand traps or whatever you guys can afford, and that's still a really good route. Being able to summon Samorg and fragrance your opponent at the end of your combo sequence is really, really powerful. The next thing, you guys could actually just play the Ninjutsu art transformations in the Mid-Specs Avions. You actually have to play a combination of these 3, my apologies. But you could play that, and this is still really powerful because even though you might not aren't able to extra link, you can still use the Ninjutsu art to transform one of your ninjas to Apex Avion, and this is a free negate. It can special summon itself through Firewall Dragon, so if you do draw it, it's just pretty damn good. Ultimately, I decided to go against it because I was running hand traps in this particular variant, and I didn't have the room. But if I had the room, I'd probably play at least this because it's still really powerful. That's it for the main board with the options for you guys. Again, those hand traps, I really think you guys should be playing Effect Veilers, Ghost Ogres. Those are relatively cheap and still really powerful in this hand trap meta, especially Effect Veiler. I don't think that there's a reason for no one to not play at least Effect Veiler, especially how powerful, more powerful it's becoming inside of this format. That's it for the main deck. The extra deck, it's actually 13 cards, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why it's 13 cards or 12 cards is because the other 3 cards you can play whatever. Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you guys. So Firewall Dragon, Topologic Gumblar Dragon. Instead of the Gumblar, you guys could actually play the Knightmare Griffin. I just like extra linking my opponent and discarding 2 cards from their hand for free. So you know it is what it is. But you can play the, like I said, the Knightmare Griffin. Summon Sorceress, and you guys are probably want to know why I don't play the Bamboo Swords. I'll tell you guys a little later. Proxy Dragon, Knightmare Cerberus. Don't worry, European players. For the people that want to play this deck, Summon Sorceress isn't mandatory, but it does make your job a little bit harder. You can extra link without Summon Sorceress. I figured out a way, so I got you guys. You can play 2 copies of this card. It actually is good to play 2 copies. I just hate this card. Mainly because you make 1, if your opponent occupies your the left extra monster zone, you just use 2 Cerberus in your combo sequence and still can extra link. Excuse me. 1 copy of Trigate Wizard. This is part of your combo sequence. So at the end of your sequence, you're going to make Topologic Gumblar Dragon, Trigate Wizard. You're going to have a Pheonix and a Cerberus pointing to it. You're going to have a Linkuriboh and a Knightmare Mermaid, which I think is one of the strongest extra links just out there. 2 copies of Knightmare Pheonix. This is the best Link 2 Nightmare monster looking at you, Knightmare Cerberus, that isn't banned. 1 E-Soul, you can play 2 E-Souls. I just think that 1 is mandatory. Knightmare Mermaid, Linkuriboh, and Galaxy Tomahawk. I feel like every single card in this extra deck right here is mandatory, for the exception of Summon Sorceress and Topologic Gumblar. Again, you do need to play 1 Link 4, whether it's Borload, whether it's Knightmare Griffin, whatever it is, just play 1 extra Link 4. And you also do need a Link 3 monster that does have 2 arrows pointing down, whether it's Deco Talker or Crusadia Equimax, or Equifax, or Check the Facts. That's it for the Ninja extra deck, guys. Now on to the rest of the cards that you guys could play. I really did enjoy playing Grandmaster Azazel. It's just not a mandatory card for you guys. Like, it's not needed to make any like spectacular combos, but I would suggest playing it. Again, for you European players or players that just don't have summon sorcerers, the extra link is still possible, but you need to be playing monsters with arrows pointing down. The most preferable one is Decode Talker. I just put out Equifax because it's the first one I can find. The extra Cerberus, I hate this card. Knightmare Griffins or Unicorn's a good card, and then the extra ESOL if you guys so choose. Again, those cards are, none of these cards are necessarily mandatory. You can play however you guys want to, whatever is your preference. And I know I don't sound as hyped, but I'm really, really hyped for this football game. So let's get to the bamboo swords. I don't know how to say this without offending people, but I think that the bamboo sword cards are terrible. I think that it is a bad investment to open dead cards and have to go with your extra link or to go into an ESOL and use your ESOL's effect to gain the, it's really bad because it adds bricks to your hands. Like let's say if you open Broken Bamboo Sword or Cursed Bamboo Sword, great, you know what I mean? You can summon your monsters, pop off with your combos, all this other stuff, but it's just a dead card. Like it doesn't get you anything. Either you have to make the ESOL to send another Cursed Bamboo Sword to add the Golden Bamboo Sword, and then you have to equip it, which means if your opponent started hand trapping you, which hand traps are extra prevalent inside of this deck, you lose. If your opponent drolls and lock you, which is still one of the best hand traps in the game, you have dead cards in your hand. And again, I'm not trying to deter people from playing the strategy. If they want to play the bamboo swords, hell, go ahead. But it's such a huge engine, and the risk, in my opinion, is not worth the reward. I do not like the bamboo sword cards for that specific reason. Now, let me show you both of these guys' extra links. Again, you guys can play it if you want to, but let me show you guys some extra link combos, and I know you guys will love. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you guys a combo of the lifetime, a 2-card extra link for you players that are in the North America and can afford summon sorcerers, and a 3-card combo for the people that are in Europe and, you know, or just can't afford summon sorcerers. The 3rd card you are going to need for the people that can't afford summon sorcerers or live in Europe, you know, which summon sorcerers can't be played, is Twilight Ninja Jogan. But before we get deeper into this combo, I just want to say I have an insane 6 Samurai deck, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get the 350 likes and we can get that live duel on and cracking. Yes, 6 Samurais have not changed. Even with MX Saber Invoker it banned, it actually made the deck a little better because you have a little more extra deck room to work with. I think that the deck is really good and would love to see another game. So please like that, smash that like button, destroy that like button, ladies and gentlemen. It lets us know as content creators that we're doing something right. And I do appreciate the support, guys. This 2-card combo, again, is Summon Sorcerers, or I'm sorry, Photon Thrasher and Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. And for the players that can't afford Summon Sorcerers or just don't have access to Summon Sorcerers, you're going to need a Twilight Ninja Jogan. Start off, or to be honest with you guys, it doesn't need a Photon Thrasher. You need any Warrior Extender that does not require your normal summon. So Marauding Captain is out of the question, but Instant Fusion, Junk Forward, the Spell Striker with a Spell in Graveyard, it does not matter as long as you can get that Warrior monster to your side of the field. Spell summon that monster to your side of the field and normal summon your Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo using its effect to add any Ninjutsu Art spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. It does not matter the Ninjutsu Art card. Use both of these monsters for a link summon into your ESOL 2 Tales of Noble Knights, and then use ESOL's 2 Tales of Noble Knights to search from your deck to your hand any of your Warrior monsters. Now, make sure it's not a Ninja monster that you're going to summon. I like to add another extender, whether it's Junk Forward, Full-Time Thrasher, Spell Striker, it does not matter. Add it from your deck to your hand, and then use ESOL 2 Tales of Noble Knights, sending 4 equipped spell cards from your deck to your graveyard to special summon Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo back to your side of the field. That's going to trigger your Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo's effect to add Twilight Ninja Jogan from your deck to your hand. Now, here's where the difference of the OCG, or I'm sorry, the TCG North America and the TCG Europe combo resembles. If you guys don't have the Summon Sorceress, you're going to link these 2 monsters to your graveyard to special summon either Crusadia Equimax or go ahead and special summon to your side of the field Decode Talker. Decode Talker will be the preferable one, but this is the only one I can find again. And more importantly, with this particular build, I prefer to put it in this zone. You guys have 2 Knightmare Cerberuses, you can put it in this zone, but you want it to be in your leftmost zone. I keep forgetting to put it in this zone. And your hand should look like this for the European players. Use those 2 monsters, special summon them to your side of the field, and then make Galaxy Tomahawk. That's the only thing you need to do is have a link 3 monster right here and a Galaxy Tomahawk, and you guys can do the exact same thing. But going to the North American combo, we're just gonna rewind, reset our hand, and we're gonna link summon into Summon Sorceress instead, and then use the effect of Twilight Ninja Jogan, revealing Ninjutsu Art Spellbook, or Ninjutsu Art Notebook, to special summon itself to the side of the field, and then Summon Sorceress to target Jogan to summon another Jogan. See, this is the exact same same thing as you European players would be doing, for the exception if you would have a Decode Talker or a Link 3 monster with 2 arrows pointing down, as opposed to us having a Summon Sorceress. Use both of those monsters for an Exceed summon into your number 42 Galaxy Tomahawk, and then Tomahawk detaching 2 materials to special summon 4 tokens to your side of the field and defense position. Next, you're going to follow up with one of the tokens in the Galaxy Tomahawk for a Link summon into your Knightmare Pheonix. Then you are going to follow up with another token and your Summon Sorceress to Link summon into your Firewall Dragon. Just a quick thing, Firewall Dragon should have been banned. It's one of the most degenerate cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. It's just dumb. As long as you can make Firewall, as long as Firewall isn't banned, you can make stupid stuff. So use your last 2 tokens for another Link summon into your Proxy Dragon. Now that's where the Nightmare Goblin would normally go, but Nightmare Goblin's banned. Proxy Dragon is a good substitute. We didn't need the additional normal summon anyways. Use the effect of Firewall Dragon to add 2 monsters from your deck to your hand. One has to be Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo, another one has to be a special summonable monster. It doesn't matter as long as it's not Hanzo. I repeat, do not make it Hanzo. I like to add Childlike Ninja Jalgan, is because once I special summon Jalgan through the effects of Firewall and I link with it again, it goes into my extra deck, which means my Kagan can summon it back to my side of the field. Another busted thing about Firewall, as long as you can do this, like you're going to win. It's not much your opponent can do about that. So we're gonna use the effects of our Divine Sword Phoenix Wingblade, banishing our E-Soul, 2 Tails of the Noble Knight, and our Photon Thrasher to add from our graveyard to our hand Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. And then we're gonna use the effect of Nightmare, or not the effect, we're gonna link off our Nightmare Phoenix into our Nightmare Corruptor Ibli, triggering its effect, discarding the Divine Sword Phoenix Windblade, and triggering Firewall's other effect, I'm sorry, it's Chainlink 2, to special summon the Hanzo to our side of the field and bring us an Ibli to our side of the field. Now, of course, we're going to be able to draw 1 card due to the effect of Knightmare Mermaid being co-linked, but just off of 2 cards, let's just take a second to look. We have a Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo who's going to trigger his effect to add a Twilight Ninja Getsuga Shogun. We're going to have a Proxy Dragon, a Firewall, a Nightmare Mermaid, and a Nightmare Corruptor Ibli, all off of 2 cards, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane. Use your Corruptor Ibli, Proxy Dragon, and Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo for a Link summon into your Topologic Gumblar Dragon. Now, here's a fun fact for you guys that are so adamant on playing the Bamboo Swords. You can actually link this off into a what's that card called? You can link it off to a Nightmare Griffin and then ditch a card from your hand to the graveyard, draw a card, and set a Bamboo Sword card, and you've already would have searched a Bamboo Sword card through E-Soul. That's pretty dope. I gotta give that to you. That's just really good for your next turn follow-up till you're gonna draw 2 additional cards. I think it's awesome, but again, there's reasons why I just don't think that it's as consistent. Use the effect of Ibli to place it to your opponent's side of the field, and then trigger your Firewall's effect, of course, to special summon Twilight Ninja Getsuga the Shogun to your side of the field. Switch him to defense to use his effect to special summon 2 Ninja Grandmaster Hanzos from your graveyard to your side of the field. Now that's going to trigger both of their effects, adding 2 ninja monsters. One of them does not matter. I'm adding that yellow ninja, but it does not matter what ninja. The other one has to be armed ninja. It has to be the level 1 ninja that you guys ever so needed. Use a Getsuga and both your Hanzos for another Link summon into your Trigate Wizard, which will trigger your Firewall to special summon your level 1 ninja to your side of the field. Use that armed ninja as a Link summon into your Linkuriboh, which will trigger the Firewall again to special summon yellow ninja to your side of the field. Now you're going to use Twilight Ninja Getsuga's effect, revealing Ninjutsu our notebook to special summon it to your side of the field, using both of those monsters for a Link summon into your Knightmare Cerberus. Now, if you guys just so happen to have another monster, I'm just going to say this is my other monster. Oh, it actually is another monster. You use Firewall Dragon's effect again to special summon the Hanzo to your side of the field. Use its effect to search another ninja card because, you know, that's free. And then you can follow up with both the Firewall and the Hanzo to complete your link back into a Nightmare Pheonix, which in my opinion is the most deadliest extra link in the game, mainly because this card is going to get you 2 free cards out of your opponent's hand. You're going to have a Trigate Wizard negate. You're going to have your monsters can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Even more importantly, if you guys wanted to risk it for the biscuit, through the summon of Trigate Wizard, you could have discarded 2 cards. Hopefully, best case scenario, you discarded the Junk Forward and you discarded the Phoenix Blade you would have added from your graveyard back to your hand. Your opponent would lose 4 cards and you would have an extra link like this. That's a little risky, which is why I didn't do it, but still, it's just phenomenal how you can have an extra link like this all off of 2 cards and your opponent controlling the Ibly. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. Ninjas are very competitive. If you guys didn't believe it, you've seen it now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Throw a shuriken at that like button. Let's get to 350 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day, like I am.